Okay guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna talk about how you can avoid all crashes and never fall again, right? So this is a very simple concept and we're gonna apply it to every practice we do. And you know, when you're jamming with people, you should really apply this. So there is a very simple rule: simply continue. That's all you need to know. So when you crash, continue. Do not stop. Do not yell, "Oh fuck." Simply continue and pick it up. Now, because we're doing b-boying and we have something like back rocks, we have something like footwork, we have actually all kinds of moves. It's super easy. It's super easy. Simply continue. Try to flow on and it will be totally fine. So, as an example, I will use a flare today, but you know, it applies to all things. If you're falling on your back, no problem. If you're falling on your shoulder, no problem. Wherever you're crashing, you're falling on your feet, it's even easier. So that's what mostly happens, right? You try and move, you sort of crash on your feet. No problemo. And I'm talking now about moves, but even in your footwork itself, you can apply this. But today, as an example, I'll use a flare. Why not, right? Doesn't matter what you use. It can be anything, right? But yeah, the flare. So I try flare, but crash. Because today, we're going to talk about how you actually, you know, pick that up nicely. And it will be very obvious. So you would watch, you are watching. So let's say you can watch yourself or whatever, you're watching me and you see this. Right? Okay, so yeah, I tried the flare, but I failed. And then I yelled, even like I yelled something. "Oh, fuck!" Messed it up. And then I walk away like this. Right? Okay, if you would watch that, you would, you know, at the very least think like, yeah, it went wrong. But probably you would think something more negative, like, yeah, that was whack as hell, right? So, yeah, if that is all you can do, or even if you can do the flare better than that, you should never do that, right? From now on, you will simply continue. And the better you get at it, right, because you always do this, you will get really, really good at it. You can pick it up very nicely. But I'm going to do the same flare, crash the same way, and simply continue. So it's very simple. Right? Now, if you look at it, it's like, okay, both is a crash, obviously, but what would you rather see? The first one, right, where someone crashes, yells, "Ah, shit," and walks away? Or the other one, where someone crashes, picks it up? And if you looked at what I did, actually, I did a couple of more things. Now, I don't need to do that, but I kind of need to because that flare was a crash. So I sort of have to do some other stuff more to pick it up. And it's a very simple concept, right? So that's like the flare as an example, but pretty much goes for all your shit, right? Even if you're crashing on your neck or something, look how easy it is to sort of fall into a back rock or a tap mill or whatever, right? For b-boys, this is actually where you sort of belong. So it's super easy. You fell on your belly, no problemo. Pop into footwork, super easy. Right here on my belly, I crashed from somewhere, right? I can do all kinds of shit here, right? Whatever I like little freezes, things, freezes, push-ups, footwork, and continue. Simply continue. Like make whole little runs. Your crash is an opportunity to practice your flow. Think of it like that. So, is this not crashing? Yeah, it is crashing, obviously. It's just covering it up nicely. And this will give you a lot of freedom. And people will think you're a good dancer because you're simply not obviously crashing. And you need to pick this up. So last thing about this, I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you get the concept. So last thing about this is this same concept applies to sticking a killer move. Right? Let's say you do a really dope hollow back. A very deep one. Very nice. The best one you did. So that would be very dope, right? So you go in, boom, you do killer hollow back, and you walk away. It will always be better to do that exact same hollow back, the exact same way, than pop into some footwork or even pop into more freezes from there and kill it even more. See, basically you have to get in that mindset. It's always better to continue a little bit. The only time that's not true is if you're already doing the finish move and really killing that, right? But today it was more about crashing. If you crash, there is no problem. I also did, by the way, a video on how fail-safe moves, right? These are actually sort of, you can find a lot of moves that sort of when you crash, you simply pop up and continue. But footwork, back rocks, man, they simply allow you to continue because you will crash into those moves. If you do a 90, you know, you will probably crash either to your back, aka back rocks, or to your front, aka footwork. There's no reason to just do a 90. You can simply continue unless you really want to do one move. But like I said, as you know, as a b-boy, doing one move is not a good b-boy run, right? It's a dance, it's movement, it's all kinds of stuff, it's creativity. All that stuff lacks in doing one move. If you're practicing totally by yourself, it's kind of different, I guess, and it's okay to crash a lot, and you're trying to think, what do I need to do? But it's still kind of better to always pick it up. Try to practice this way, guys, and trust me, you get better. See you next time.